Hey everybody, Light here, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to upload your WordPress site into a web hosting service. So for this tutorial, what you're going to need is that you need to first have a web hosting service and also a WordPress site that you want to publish online. So if you have those things, you're good to watch this tutorial. Alright, so right over here you can see we have a sample WordPress site that we want to publish online. Now, the first step that you need to take in order to prepare your WordPress site to be deployed online is that you need to go to your phpMyAdmin and export your WordPress database. So you could go and do that by going to your phpMyAdmin, click your database, go to export and click go, and that should download the SQL file of your WordPress site. However, if you experience the same thing that is happening to me, as you can see here some queries of your database file and it's not downloading, all you need to do is just go here to your phpMyAdmin, go to settings, go to export settings over here, and go ahead and check this area right here where it says save as file, and go ahead and click apply, and that should apply. And if you go back and do the same steps again, go to export and click go, that should start downloading the SQL file of your database of your WordPress site. Okay, now if we go here to downloads, as you can see, now we have here the database file of our WordPress site. Alright, now going back to your web host, the web hosting that you acquired, the next step that you need to do is find an area where it manages its database. So it might look different on your cPanel because there are a lot of different layouts for cPanels depending on your web hosting service, but it's just the same process for all of them. So if you've already found the area where you manage your databases, just go ahead and add a new MySQL database and just give it a name. So for instance, I'm going to give this a name of pizza, and I'm going to add a database. And as you can see, I have here my new database name for Andrew Pizza. And now we're going to go to the phpMyAdmin page, and now I'm going to select here the database that we created and go to import, choose file, and let's go ahead and import the SQL file that we previously exported from our local server. So here I'm going to import this thing and click go. And that should start importing all the contents inside that SQL file to our new database online. And as you can see how it imported all of these tables. Okay, so the next step that we need to do is that we need to check out our WordPress site. So you can go ahead and go to your htdocs and make a duplicate of your current WordPress site. And now inside of this thing, go ahead and delete the wp-config PHP file, because we are going to set this up later once we upload it on the new web hosting that we got. And now go ahead and check out how big is the WordPress site that you are about to upload. If you're working with a small WordPress site, probably around 100 MB or less, you could go ahead and just upload it through a zip method. So like what I have here, I have only 28.1 MB, so you could just go ahead and just compress this thing into a zip file and just directly upload this to the web hosting server. And that could be done by going here to my cPanel page and try to find a section for file manager. If you click that thing, that should redirect you to the file manager of your host, and you should see an error for upload. and you could go ahead and choose the file of the site that we previously made a zip of. So I'm just going to upload this one, and that should start uploading the WordPress site that we have. And that should take a while, probably around 2 minutes according here, depending on my internet connection, as you could see. Also, while this is uploading, if you are working on a large file, so let's say around even greater than 100 MB, you need to make use of a file transfer application such as Filezilla. This allows you to carefully upload all of your WordPress files, well, your WordPress site itself, to your acquired web hosting service. So it would carefully upload all of those files. So you just need to provide here the host, the username, the password, and the port. And that should be provided on your cPanel access. So you can just go back here again to this cPanel dashboard that you have and try to find an area for FTP users. Just go ahead and click that area and add an FTP user and create an account name. So for instance, we're going to create an account name for Owl, and a password of, I guess, sample, and another password just to confirm that, and add FTP account. And now you should see there a connection guide on how you are going to connect that thing, and you could just go ahead and copy paste this thing. So for instance, here is the host name. I'm just gonna go to Filezilla, paste here the host name, and then for the port, I'm just gonna copy this one, paste, and then for the account username, copy, paste, and then the password that we made, and click connect. And as you can see right here, it is now connecting, and you can see how we establish our connection. So we're currently connected to the site. So we could go ahead and transfer our files. Now going back here again to the first scenario that you'll only need to upload a zip file. So over here, let's see if it's already uploaded. Okay, it's already completed. Now the next thing that you need to do is just go back to your cPanel and try to find an area for the file manager again. So just go here to File Manager, and you should see now the zip file that we uploaded. And now if you click that, you have the option to extract that zip file. So just extract it, and that should extract. And over here you can see we have the folder. Just open that folder and select everything that is inside here. So I'm just going to select and move the file to the public HTML area. Okay, now we have it on our public HTML. If we go here, you will see now the site, the WordPress site uploaded. And you can go ahead and just delete here the zip file if you want to, and also the empty folder. You just delete that. And okay, now if we go ahead and access the domain name that we acquired from the web hosting that we got. So if we open here the web hosting name, the domain name, that should load up the setup process. So you could go ahead and click continue right here, and just go ahead and enter here the database name. So just enter here database name, which is Forandro Pizza in my case. Forandro_pizza, and the username. For the username, if you don't know your username, it should be listed over here on your database server and user. So I'm just going to copy this one And the password, I guess that should be the one that you are actually using when you're logging into your cPanel, but still it depends on the preference that you have on your web host. So in my case, I think the password is this one. And for the database host, if you don't know the database host, just go back again here to the PHP My Admin page, and you will see here the host, which is in my case is still localhost. And the table prefix, if you forgot your table prefix, go ahead and go back to your PHP My Admin and check out your tables prefix. In my case, I have your dues. So I'm just going to click here dues and click submit. Okay, now we got the installation running. Let's run the installation and we're going to log in. However, if you click login right now, you can see it's redirecting you back to the localhost link that you have. In order for you to fix this thing, you need to go here again to your PHP My Admin and go to dues, to your options. It's kind of like the options table, and you just need to edit here the option value and put here your domain name. So I put here my domain name. This HTTP, this one. Okay, now I'm going to edit this one. HTTP, this one. Okay. Now if we go back here and go to WP admin. Okay, now we could finally log in using the hosting that we got. So just going to enter here my username, Night Owl, and my password is this one. And there you go. As you can see, I could already log in live from the web hosting that we acquired, and we could view the site online. So just to prove to you, I'm going to close my server over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna enter here my password. Okay, it's closed. Let's refresh this thing. Let's go to WP admin. And as you can see, we could log in. So that is the step for you, what you need to do in order for you to deploy your WordPress site. So that is it, guys, for this tutorial. And for the next tutorial we are about to tackle, since we have the site online, we're going to learn how to hide the WP admin from users accessing your site. Because if you have your WP admin vulnerable for everyone, they could just go ahead and try to do some attacks for them to actually access your back end, so they could modify your content.